Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. His fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown.
It's
Here
a
comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
Yo, my Dingbat Dingbat here, and welcome to the Philly Shakedown podcast with Philly 500 Joeyshakes. Joey, we are 1-0. We are 1-0, my friend.
A win is a win, and we're 2 days late, but we apologize for that.
We're sorry for that. It was like, you know, I knew it was like, it was almost 2 o'clock, I think, near you, and it was like almost 11 near me. My wife's like, I gotta go to bed. So it was just easier to just move it to another day because it was just, you know, that delay screwed everything up, you know.
It did.
Yeah, it definitely did. What is going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. Trey, Ronnie, J-Dog, thank you. Danielson, thank you for being here. Hurt Season, Big Mix, Casper, thank you for being here. Frank, 125, 850, what's up? Donald, Neil, anybody that I've missed, I apologize. Tortyville, Dave Does, True Savage, Philly, thank you. Beef Scar, thank you for the super chat. Go effing Birds, baby. Woo. Next week, another banger. Next week's going to be tough, man, because I see Kansas City playing that game like it's a must-win for them already.
Yeah, I mean, and they didn't they play in preseason? Did a lot of starters playing preseason for them? They look worse than I don't know. I thought they did. But
they might be without their best two receivers, so that could be an advantage.
Yeah.
Rock the Artist, what's up? I might surprise a lot of people what I'm going to say today about the Eagles because I've watched that game about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And kind of my thought process about the game, you know, when you take the emotions out of it, have changed, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as bad as we think it was at the time.
Yeah, because when we're, you know, because we're streaming and we're looking and we're just seeing things happen as they happen. But I think this was a game where I think, yes, the Eagles had to knock off some rust here. There's no doubt about it. I thought offensively there was, you know, a good first half, and I feel like they hit a wall in the second half there with some adjustments. And I think some players that everybody said that they've had a bad game, I think some players actually had a good game from what they had to really deal with not having Jaylen Carter on the field. So watching the game a couple more times really gives you another magnifying glass of what this game actually is. So it's kind of nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, before we talk about that, Maverick, thank you for the super chat, my man. He says Stephon Gilmore today. And the reason he's saying that, and we should talk about, is the Eagles cut Kenyon Green today. So they cut him, and there is now a roster spot wide open. And people are wondering, what does that mean? The Eagles brought in Za'Darius Smith, and we'll talk about that too. But I think it either means that they're planning on signing somebody else, or I think it means that they're going to move Britton Covey up to the roster. I think it's one of those two things.
Yeah, or they might sign a fullback maybe, since now Ben Van Simmeren. It's so unfortunate, man. First play on special teams, patellar tendon, same injury as Nakobe Dean. That really sucked. But
it does suck. Yeah, they cut him. I believe that they're looking to make a move to bring somebody else in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bose is, I'm more concerned of offensive play calling abilities. Kellen Moore was established. This guy's been around, but has never called play. Yeah, you know, I mean, you're kind of going down the same path that I'm going to go after watching this game a few times. So we're all kind of wait and see what the Eagles are going to do in terms of that roster spot. But they did go ahead with Ben Van Simmeren going to IR. They did sign Za'Darius Smith. Now, I will say, I heard a few days ago, people were, you know, I was getting certain DMs saying that watch for that to happen. I didn't say anything because I didn't know how real it was, you know, but it did happen. So I don't think it was an issue where they watched the game and said, we need him. I think it was something that was already in the works. But I think it's a good move, and I think it's an important move for two reasons. One, I hope he has something left, right? And two, I think that especially what the fallout with Carter, like you need a veteran presence on that defensive line. You need somebody that to you know what I mean, kind of take those guys under the wing. So I actually like this move, and I know Detroit Lion fans were not happy.
Yeah, I mean, grabbing him, I mean, he should be an instant impact. I mean, 9 sacks last year from the Browns, traded to the Lions after the Aiden Hutchinson injury. He could still play, and they paid him north of $9 million. It's a big chunk of money that they gave him. So if you line up him next to Carter, I mean, that's a pretty good dynamic duo on the edge to the DT spot. I think that's pretty good.
GEN, never seen him before here, but he says Davis stinks. No, Davis was very, very good.
He was great.
I'm sorry, dude. Davis was really good. And what I liked about Davis most of all, played 85% of the snaps and was not tired.
No.
That's exactly what we talked about. Guyton didn't just – Davis kicked Guyton's ass. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought in the first half he should have had 2 sacks. Literally should have had 2 sacks in the first half. Davis a beast. When you put Jaylen Carter back in that, forget about it.
But he looked really athletic though. I mean, he has bend, like he was trying to get around the edge of the guard a little bit. He
looks like his pass rushing skills have gotten really a lot better. And I like the way he was with his hands. Like the way he was using his hands to get free, I thought was something that I haven't seen from him before.
Yep.
Davis looks really good. Well, I guess we should start. Like, what's your take on the whole Jaylen Carter situation and what happened?
Well, I mean, in the beginning when it happened, we didn't know what was going on because all we saw the video that was shown was Carter going up to the Cowboys offense and literally an exchange of words between Dak and Jaylen Carter, and then Jaylen Carter just spit on him, and then he got ejected. And I think everybody flipped out. I did. I was kind of pissed off, and I think by the second half after the delay, or probably during the delay, I forgot when they showed it, but we saw the extra footage of Dak really baiting him, even though that Dak said in his press conference that, I just spit in every direction, pause. But, I can't believe that even when Dak kind of spit in his direction, he looked at him and he winked at him. He gave that face to him behind his offensive line, behind people. Okay. And then not to say that what Jaylen Carter did was the right thing. Because the team, he put himself over the team and that's a no. So,
yeah, I agree.
Big loss.
I agree. I mean, Dak baited him.
Yeah.
And that's it. The way I look at it, like it's football, these are rivalries. If Dak could get away with baiting him, he's going to do it. I think they came out and they wanted to get under his skin and see if they could get that kid messed. And he bit. So that's the way it is. But the whole, like Mark Holmes keeps doing videos, Dak Prescott was spitting at the ground. No, he spit at him. He might not have hit him, but he spit at him because there were 2 offensive linemen, and he spit between them 2, started smiling. If you really don't want to spit near him, you just turn. All you had to do is turn his head, and there's nobody here.
Yeah, and
he chose to spit between 2 guys,
and the refs weren't going to see him either from that distance.
Smiled.
Right,
and Carter, that's where you want a veteran to pull him back. He still should never have spit on him, and it's wrong. However, because of the incident in the video of Dak spitting, he's not going to get suspended. He's not going to get suspended because if you suspend him, you got to suspend Dak, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You have to,
Yeah, I don't care how late I don't care how late that video came out. I mean, why did they show that second half? Like they didn't catch that? They just find out about that? I mean, because I thought after that happened, Jaylen Carter left the game. I felt like the vibe was completely down.
It took all the air out of the stadium.
Oh yeah.
It took, there's no doubt in my mind they were rattled by that, like the first drive. It threw them completely off. You got to think, guys like Jordan Davis, all his responsibility changes now. You've been waiting and planning to do one thing, and then all of a sudden now you have to change up. Nick, thank you for the super chat. I think Za'Darius will start. Jaylen needs to develop. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too, because I think that it looked to me like Jaylen. He made some good plays second half, but I thought he still needs more development.
Yeah, and you're not getting production on the other side. I don't think you're getting enough production on the other side either, because I don't think Nolan Smith really had. He had the taunting penalty, a nice tackle on Miles Sanders in the backfield,
Horrible call.
but like, there's really no excuse. Like Jalen Hunt, like a 3rd round pick, I get it. You know what I mean? Like in a rotation, should do well, and maybe he'll get better as the weeks go on. And we have high faith in him. But Nolan Smith, he's got to be better than that. Like,
Dude,
even Jalen Carter.
I thought that was a horrible call, though.
No, it was.
When did that become? Like, I watched the Cowboys sack Kurtz and then start swinging punches over him. Did you see when Hurts scored a touchdown? Was running the sideline and Diggs is right up there chasing him? Why didn't they call that?
I don't know.
You know, see, this is the crap that, like, when I go on Wednesday, Cilio, I'm gonna crush Mark Holmes. He's complaining that the refs gave the Eagles the game. We had 9 penalties for over 100 yards.
Yeah.
And they had 4 penalties. One was a 12 men in the huddle, and 2 was on a kickoff. That's all they had.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such bullshit. You can say every play, there's a hold, there's a hold, there's a hold. You know, Chris Scott, member for 46 months, goes, I would add Gilmore as depth. I really believe Bennett will be great, though. I like Bennett. I thought that Bennett, when he came in, even though he allowed some catches, he at least tackles immediately. I mean, let's face it, Adoree Jackson stinks. Dude is horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, no, I mean, he gave up, I think, 60, 70 yards in the first quarter. The first quarter. You know what I mean? Shadowing Quinyon Mitchell, it doesn't matter, because every team is that down the line of the schedule. If he keeps this the way it is, every offense is going to be licking their chops saying, just aim at Adoree. Doesn't matter who he's playing, because Adoree can't. I don't think Adoree can cover 99.99, of the percent of the receivers that are in this league as of right now. I don't know if he could do it. His tackling is dog shit in open space. I mean, that he's getting clowned on for that Miles Sanders run, whatever the hell he was doing, hugging Jahad Campbell, then kind of going backwards to make the tackle and falling on it. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I really don't. It's bad, bro. We saw this from the start. We saw this, but Jacorian Bennett comes in and, transitionally with his body, he's just better and he's just closer. He's not getting killed by 8 to 10 yards.
Right.
So yeah, they got to make, I don't know what they're doing here. I'm really hoping that this Za'Darius Smith signing is not like, let's get another pass rusher in here to kind of cover up our weakness and really rely on the defensive line for everything.
I think they needed depth and veteran depth at pass rush for a while.
Yeah.
I think it was in the work for a while.
Yeah.
JH, thank you for super takers. No player has ever been suspended for spitting. I love a player with an attitude. The league is soft. Men who want him suspended, pee sitting down. Thank you so much for the super. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, I don't think he should have spit, but it's it's not the end of the world. He got thrown out and he's getting fined. That's enough. I mean, I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least if you're a teammate and like Carter goes up to the Cowboys offense, someone's got to go over there and be like, yo, come on, grab his arm, be like, hey, get back to, show it your play. Like this is unnecessary. I was pissed off. Like, yeah. And even after knowing the fact that Dak kind of baited him and kind of made, Jaylen Carter hostile at that point, like it's still bad. If
Carter would have went up and punched him, it would have been better. Because at least he could have said, no, I mean it. It would have been better because then he could say, well, he spit at me.
Yeah, right.
But spitting on him was just wrong.
No. Right.
Although, dude, I was watching the stream. I'm like, I can't tell.
Right.
I'm so blind. I couldn't tell when the white spit hits the white jersey until I like got up real close. I was like, oh, I guess he did. Damn. 524 says 500. Would you rather buy a Prescott jersey or no Adoree Jackson? I'll take an Adoree Jackson jersey any day of the week.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Yeah. But here's what I'll say though. We're gonna get into the whole offense. But as far as the defense went, I thought that the initial drive that Dallas scored on, I think they were a little bit like reeling from the whole what just happened with Jaylen Carter. But if you look at the other scoring drives, you look at it, they score again. You have a 37-yard pass interference that set them up. Then they score a field goal before half. You get a 15-yard penalty by Nolan Smith. One was taunting that put them in field goal range. Then at the end of the half, Dak walks into his hand. They call that. Then you get a pass interference on Ja'Cory Bennett. What I'm saying is every scoring drive after the first drive, the only reason they got down there was because of big penalties on the Eagles.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, and I'm not saying that some of those penalties were good calls. Some of them I didn't like, but you clean up those mistakes, it's not so bad. We gave Dallas short fields and easy opportunities to score early on. Right. They did adjust. Now, I thought the last 5 to 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, I thought they started getting home on their 4-man.
They stepped up. Yeah.
They started getting home. And I think that, I think the way the game was going also, when Mitchell gets that fumble, that's in like last year and years past, that's the type of play that the Eagles get the ball, go down, score, and the game's over.
That's their DNA.
But all of a sudden, you have an hour delay, which helped the defense, right? It helped the defense. We talked about this. The offense is going to wear defenses down, and then they're going to be in the fourth quarter. But when you get a whole hour to rest,
momentum is gone.
Right. And so they're not tired either.
Right.
And I think Landon Dickerson playing on a bad back all of a sudden has to go and sit down and wait an hour, then try to come back out. It's very, very hard.
Yeah.
So every possible break the Cowboys got to be in this game, even though the Eagles didn't play good.
Yeah, and I think that the defensive line should give, I think, two things. The defensive line should have a lot of credit. I think these officials on some of these edge rushers getting held, I think on both sides were pretty bad. I mean, Byron Young should have had – Gabe Hall came in on 5 snaps. He had a couple good pressures there. Byron Young should have had a sack on Dak. He got held and thrown to the ground. I mean, Dak was right there. I mean, Dak's a statue in the backfield. Byron Young should have had a sack. I mean, there was just things that just weren't seen in this game. Number 2, can we catch a ball, get an interception?
That's the other thing.
Can we do something, dude? Like,
they're
God
like, CD Lamb drops. He kept dropping the ball. Otherwise, Dak would have had all these great stats. I'm like, yeah, but what about the 5 interceptions the Eagles dropped? Especially Quinyon Mitchell.
Right.
That game was over.
Yeah.
You can't. I never seen a team drop so many interceptions.
I know.
It's crazy. Blaze, thank you for the super chat. What up, guys? I don't know if you talked about Za'Darius yet, but thoughts. And Adoree was hot ass. Without Jaylen in there, the D-line is a massive difference. I thought the signing, and we were saying, I think it's a good signing. If he has anything left with, I hope he does, and think he will. And I think the Eagles need a veteran presence there. They don't have Brandon Graham this year, so I like it, and we agree. Adoree Jackson stinks, and I actually think the defensive line in the second half was way better than it seemed.
Did it? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't. You're good.
Did Fangio blitz in the first half at all?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because those few plays, that series that they had, like they ran a stunt which got pressure on Dak, and then the 5-man front was they had Zach Bond as an edge rusher, and they had to do it at some point because they just weren't generating enough, and it worked. So
yeah. Sean Mims, thank you for the super chat. He goes, wish we played our guys towards preseason. Keep starting slow. It's the truth. It's like the way the NFL goes now, it's like the first 4 weeks of preseason, dude. I mean, it looked rusty. Last year it was the offense. This year it was the defense.
Yes.
But it is what it is. It was just a weird game, Matt. With the delay and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like everything that could go Dallas's way went Dallas's way to keep them in the game.
Yeah,
and they still weren't good enough at the end. So I mean, we'll see now. I mean, we got a mini bye week, and it's kind of crazy, Yeah. But yeah, I think the Jaylen to me the biggest worry going forward, and I'll just get this now as we go in the offense. I mean, to me, and I'm sure you agree. I mean, Jalen Hurts was the reason we won. You have no chance to win this game without Jalen Hurts. And I don't think it was great play calling. I think it was great improvising. by Jalen Hurts,
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts making plays out of nothing is why we won this game.
Yeah, I mean, because like Dallas needs to pick their poison against the Eagles offense where they were in max protection, man on man, and no spy. So like Hurts could just spread the offense out, and he had some crucial scrambling plays, which really helped a lot. It was a lot of short passing game, some runs. We got to see Shipley and a couple other guys. So we'll talk about it, but it was, look good.
He was fantastic. I mean, he just seems like he's even calmer and more chilled out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he does not rattle. You can't rattle him. Nick, thank you for super chat. He says, watching tape of Jihad was everywhere in coverage. Jihad Campbell was really good.
Very good.
And I think Makuba was pretty good, too.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy with both those guys. And Sidney Brown gets hurt again. I'm done with him.
What happened to him? I don't even know. Did he lose breath? Like, what happened?
I don't know. But after that, I didn't see him much the rest of the game.
All right.
I don't know, man.
Glass.
Joel Ramos, thank you for super chat. Goes, I'm happy we have a defensive coach willing to blitz. Yeah, you have to sometimes. If you can't get home with the 4, you've got to.
Mm-hmm.
But what concerns me more than anything, and I think you have to wait at least 4 weeks before you know. But I thought that the offense did not adjust to what the defense was doing. Right? Like, especially in the second half, Dallas was selling out on the run, dude. We didn't run one play action. We didn't throw downfield. How does A.J. Brown get one target the whole game? That's criminal to me.
Would they actually throw him on the field as a decoy if he was partially hurt because they needed him? Does that make any sense?
I mean, that's what people say, but we've seen them do this with Devontae Smith and him before, where they just go away from him. And what I'm trying to figure now is, are the Eagles coming out and saying, let's wait and see how defensive teams want to play us this year before we adjust to what they're doing, or what? Because there was a play, I think it was fourth quarter, mid-fourth. We had a 2nd and 1 around the 50. And it's like the perfect time. You have 8 men in a box. You have one-on-one coverage on the outside. And it's like, you don't take a shot with Brown or Smith right there on 2nd and 1. You run the ball. It's I don't understand it.
Yeah, well, they had like 6, 7 guys in coverage. I don't know if that was making a difference on taking away some of the deep stuff, and that's why Hurts was so successful on some of the scrambles. But there was a lot of things in that offense that reminded me of early last year, where when Hurts was rolling out, where he rolls out, no one's open, throws it out of bounds. Like, where's your emergency receiver? Where is
how many times are you going to run the Saquon Barkley up the middle?
Yeah, in a loaded box with a loaded box.
Right,
like
pitch it outside.
Right,
pitch it, and he's gone.
Right.
Just like the Washington game. Like those are the things that is my biggest concern about the team. But I think it's also way too early to jump the gun.
Yes, it's 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I'm just curious if their approach is, let's see how defenses in the offseason plan to go against us, and then we'll adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
We've got to wait and see.
Yeah, and I think, trying to get Devontae Smith, trying to get these receivers involved middle of the field, no slants, no nothing. I mean, Dallas Goedert had a really good game. I mean, he was very productive in that game the other day. So glad he's back and he's healthy, and, he got through a week, so that's good. Dallas Goedert seems to be like, they must be like throwing, Petula must like throwing to him. So
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, and Petula being, before this year being the passing game coordinator, I think you might be right. Maybe they're not showing their cards so early. That 51-yard pass to Jahan Dotson, great. I'm glad that there's trust there. Glad that Jahan Dotson, whatever. The AJ Brown thing that you talked about, after that catch, it looked like he just wanted to go down and he just wanted to fall to the ground.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's hurt as a decoy, but to me, if he's hurt right now, you're playing Kansas City. I know everybody wants to beat Kansas City, but for like him, Landon Dickerson, anybody with something nagging, this is the time to give them off, because you got to basically, you don't have to play till for 14 days or something like that. Then you give them another week off. Like, I wouldn't play Landon Dickerson against the Chiefs because, look, I want to beat the Chiefs, but if you lose, it's not a tie-breaking situation. It's not an in-conference or division opponent.
Right.
So they've got to be smart about how they go about it.
True.
You know, I mean, you know, I want to win, but you know, 63 Mortis. Thank you for the super chat. He goes, we've seen Philly play conservative before big games. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. Amatic, thank you for super chat. He goes, Nick doesn't let go of play calling until week 5. Well, it just seemed like to me they were like more like, well, let's just kind of wait and see what defenses are throwing at us this year, and then we'll adjust.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But you're gonna have to. Teams are going to sell out on that run. They are going to put 8 men in a box, and they are going to try to force you, you know, to have to throw it, and they're going to have to do that. And there were a couple. I'm gonna tell you, there was a play. It was a third and 7, something like that. And they have AJ Brown in the slot, and instead of running the slant, he runs outside. And if he cuts it in, it's 15 yards.
Yeah.
Easy. And it was there the whole game.
Yeah.
The whole game. And they don't run it.
Yeah, and the result of that is Hurts is gonna roll out to the outside, and then it goes nowhere. That's what happens. Yeah.
It just those are the things that you got to clean up. Yeah, no play action. I mean, dude, you got to use Barkley to his ability. I do like that they're throwing to the running backs a little more. I think that's great. But you know, I can't overthink it because
it's one game.
It's 1 week. But by we'll give it a month. If it's the same problem week 5, week 6, then it's an issue. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I really liked Will Shipley in open space in the passing game. I think he's going to be better than Gainwell. I think he's a little bit more shifty. He looks like he looks like a new kind of a new player a little bit. So I liked him in the passing game, and it seems like they want to use Shipley a lot behind Saquon, which is good, and maybe using A.J. Dillon in certain short yardage or tough yardage situations. You saw his power on that first run and just, taking the group with him. So I thought it was fine. I had no issues with the running backs.
Caleb says, truly Dickerson should have sat out against the Cowboys, and I don't want Gilmore. I love Bennett can play, and if that's bad, then make a trade. I kind of agree with you on that. I think Bennett can play. I do. I actually do.
You can't have a rotate. Like, this is the thing. Like, I don't want them to rotate. I mean, how long is this Adoree thing going to happen for? Like, you're just going to rotate guys. Adoree only went out of the game because of concussion protocol, because he would have played the entire freaking game. So Ja'Cory Bennett took over the rest of the first half, and then once Adoree passed concussion protocol, he came back in. So how many more weeks do you give this? I mean,
none. None.
Ja'Corian's got to be thrown to the fire, and we just
he's got to play. He's got to play Kansas City. Yeah. That's what I want to say. I agree. But here's what I will say. Before we go any further, I want to talk really quick about Prophet X. Prophet X is the ultimate sports prediction market. Join thrilling sweepstakes, make peer-to-peer plays with fellow fans, set your own odds for bigger payouts, all legal in 40 states. Outsmart your friends and elevate your game. Use promo code Philly500 or use Shake72, and you can get $200 in Prophet X cash. Must be of age, void where prohibited, but start now. And I will say about Prophet X, I got a bet for you, dude.
Okay.
I got a bet here. All right. I was looking, not a bet, I should say, a play. But here's what I'll say. Dude, Buffalo is a 1-point underdog in Buffalo. Sunday Night Football versus Baltimore. They're 1 point underdogs. That is my bet, dude. I think they're going to win at home week 1.
I agree with you. I think that's the way I would go too.
That's a really good play. So I will be playing that. And you guys can too. Check out Prophet X. Now, link is in the description. Shout out to Prophet X for sponsoring this video.
Yes.
Definitely. Let me see here. Where were we? JT, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Michael needs to stop dropping those. Mitchell. I can't even see how blind I am. Mitchell needs to stop dropping those interceptions. 100% confident against the Chiefs. Go Birds. Man, that was a game-ending. They're all talking about Lamb drops his drops, but that it should never even have come to that because the game should have been over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I gotta catch that. Gotta catch it.
Yeah, it's just it just is what it is. Hurts Miss Smitty. If you listen, Hurts. Listen, I saw tape where people were like, well, this guy was open and he missed him. You're not going to catch everything all the time. I don't play that. Hurts to me is the only reason we won the game, dude. He kept us in that game until we could get our footings on defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, Dak, you know, I don't think Dak played bad. I don't think he played bad. He had a whopping 188 yards on 35 throws. You know. But let's face it, he choked the game away. And we let him off the hook. If Mitchell catches it, game's over.
Mm-hmm.
Dak throws an interception. He should have had 5 interceptions, dude.
Yeah.
5. Reed Blankenship should have had 2. Oh,
and Byron Young could have caught that other one that was right in his chest.
Dude, Mitchell, I would be like Mitchell. Every day, 2 hours on the jugs machine. Every day. Seriously, stop doing. You see when they're working out doing drills, and they do the one where they throw them as they're running.
Yeah.
Don't do that one anymore. Do something else. You know who else dropped the interception early was Zach Bond. Took the wrong angle, and if it was on the sideline, CD came back for the ball. But if Zach Bond takes a sharper angle, that might have been a pick 6. You know, that was like in the first quarter. And shout out to Zach Bond, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he ran down Miles Sanders, and that turned into that turnover. I thought he was really good as well, dude.
Yeah, he was great. No issues with him.
That's a great sign because if he's what we had last year, and then Campbell looks like he is what he is. Campbell's a big dude, though, man. Like, when he's out there, I'm like, damn.
He can cover. He covers really well.
He does. They both do. James Hawthorne, thank you for the super chat. He goes, some first game rust. Q will get interceptions. Davis will get some sacks, and Dak will lie even better. Right? Listen, you know, people are like, man, Dak. I'm not even mad at Dak. I get it, dude. It's part of the game. I have no problems with if you get away with something and do it. You know what I mean? I know what Dak was doing. He was baiting that kid, and it worked. Yeah. So I can't. I'm not going to hate on him for it. However, when you're talking about, like, you know, Mark Holmes is doing video after video trying to get him suspended, like, there's no need for suspension, you know?
Right.
Dude, what, you got nuclear war going on?
It's my alarm. I don't know why it's set.
He thinks the boys dropping passes was good defense. No, I think boys having chances to get interceptions that they dropped was pretty good defense. I thought the defense at the end of the game, I thought it was pretty good, actually. Like, yeah. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. Dak made some really nice passes. The one pass over the middle was a perfect pass. It was a great pass, and Dak made, and Lamb dropped it. But the one on 4th down, he kind of overthrew him. So, I mean, I thought Dak made some good passes. But listen, if your guy, CeeDee Lamb, is the greatest receiver in the league, then he shouldn't be dropping balls. You know what I mean? Don't drop them.
But he dropped 4.
Brown doesn't drop those.
What, he dropped 4 in the 4th?
Yeah. I think he led the league in drops. Wow. Like one of the top guys last year. So he drops a lot of balls. You don't like balls. What did I say? Splendor says, even when Jason Garrett was explaining what Dak told him, I could tell Garrett didn't believe him. No, you can tell by the tape. The Cowboy fans are mad, Joey, because they don't got
that. They don't got one of these
right there. He ain't got one of these, and their old wood rings, they don't pop out like that. Look at that. Yes, and if you Eagle fans want one of these things, you can have them too. All you have to do is hit the link in the description, and you can get one right now. These things are going fast, by the way. And we wanted to find somewhere just because, you know, we wanted people to have a chance, you know, that they didn't want to pay hundreds of dollars for something, but they just want to have a chance to get it. You know, we also got new merch, Super Bowl champion shirt with the ring, the greatest ring ever made. No question about it. Money is good, but championships are better shirt. And then Joey's personal favorite, one of his, is the Hertz joint inspired 100% ring spun cotton t-shirts.
There you go.
Check them out. Link is in the description, guys. These have been selling pretty fast, so definitely check those out. I love this ring though.
The ring is so nice. It's a heavy ring too. It's real.
Yeah, it's a heavy ring. Nick Yak, his team wouldn't know nothing about it though. They don't know nothing about it, Nick Yak. Jaylen, member for 26 months. Are they limited time or throughout the season? No, throughout the season, I believe, right? But it's pre-ordered right now.
Yeah, so pre-orders are going for these rings right now. So you have to pre-order these rings by the 13th, and they will be sent out by the 23rd of this month. So after that's over, we'll probably have another batch of rings coming in. But yeah, make sure
first wave
pre-order by September 13th. Yes.
Yeah. John, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Nick Saban, ref showed blatant favoritism for Dallas. Is that what he said? Is that what he said? It's true. It's true. See,
wow.
I got to see that quote. I'm getting a little annoyed at Mark because I was on his stream today watching, and they keep bringing up the hold where Hurts gets the first down to run the clock out. And it's like, dude, you're complaining about a hold, but the Eagles had 9 penalties over 100 yards. You had 4 penalties the whole game. One was a 12-man. That's an easy call. And then one was on the kickoff. That means you had, during the play between, one sideline or one goal to the other, you had 2 penalties the whole game. Now, I can tell you they targeted Dallas Goedert's knees. They didn't call none of that. They were taunting Jalen Hurts. They were taunting him when they sacked him. Diggs was taunting him. The pass, one of the passes Dak makes before half to get that 3 points, they literally chokehold from the guys on Nolan Smith's back, holding that. They didn't call it.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk about it. The taunting call was a horrible call. Horrible call. There were some really bad calls where they were getting 15-yard penalties that didn't go both ways. So I feel like for Cowboy fans to even complain and bring up a hold when they got away with so much is absolutely one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard, dude. I've ever heard.
No AJ, no Jaylen Carter, and still couldn't, and still, still couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, they got every break. You see Diggs taunting Hurts. Where was that call? I know. He was taunting Hurts. And then when they sacked Hurts the one time, they got up and they were throwing punches. Where's the taunting? And then what about Jalen Hunt getting punched in the face, left hook, right into the head? No call. So it's like my point is, I'm not going to sit there and bitch about the refs and say, the refs were horrible on us, even though we had 9 calls. I didn't like a bunch of them. But when I hear Cowboy fans crying about 4, after only getting 4 penalties the whole game, and they have the nerves, they actually have the nerves to say that they only lost because the refs gave it to the Eagles. That's insulting, dude. Yeah, the Guyton punch. I mean, it was bad. Refs hate us. See, I think they're after the Eagles because of the push tush, because of the way we do our salary cap, and then because this whole virtual measurement thing they're doing now. That's to say that the Eagles didn't get the push tush.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. Hurts got hit out of bounds. He's literally 2 steps and the guy pushes him, into the camera guy. How is that not a personal foul? I don't know, dude. All I know is when I'm done this stream, I'm buying myself a Jaylen Carter jersey. The hell with that.
Yeah, all right.
David, thank you for the super chat. He goes, lamb drops. Yeah, lamb drops is right.
Oh, by the way,
and thank you for the super chat, my man. We appreciate it.
Josh Uche had 5 pressures and a quarterback hit. And I'm saying, there's like this defensive line, bro. Like I felt like that missing piece. I felt like a lot more would have happened this game if Jaylen Carter played. I think a lot. I was seeing Jordan Davis on some of these one-on-ones, and we talked about it earlier, but I was really impressed with him in this game after watching a couple of times.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. If he could continue that, we'll be all right. Israel, thank you for the super chat. Good to see you, my friend. Because Eagles are becoming America's team without question. without question. 500. Q has the innate power to make receivers unable to catch the ball around him. Unfortunately, it also works on him. Yeah, he's got a. I mean, he had that game locked up, dude. Can't wait until we play him again. I can't wait either, man. I think the Giants are going to beat the Cowboys. I truly believe it. Cowboys are on a high. They think. I mean, they actually think they're like, well, we're something. We kept it close. Giants are going to go in there and beat them. We watch. The Dallas Cowboy players in that team has they have a way of always listening to what people are saying about them. And everybody's talking about, oh, they kept it close. They kept it close. They're going to think they're a lot better than what they are. And look, even in the running game, right? If you want to take the run, the Miles Sanders run, you take that Miles Sanders run away. Look at their numbers. It's not that great running the ball.
Right, no.
I mean, they got to set the edge better. They didn't do a good job of that either, I thought.
Yeah.
Early on.
No.
Bald Eagle, thank you for the super chat. He goes, CeeDee Lamb has the most dropped passes since 20 with 35. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Lamb drops is what we call them. You could trade Sydney for a quarterback. Do it. Absolutely. Marty will produce a 40 in midseason. Ha ha ha. Yes. Jordan Davis played 87% of the snaps. Never seen that from him. And he wasn't tired. And I thought he was getting stronger actually as the game was going. Now he had Dak the one time. 2 times I thought he had him. But the one time, dude, I don't like Bubba said the other day, he's like, he just never been getting to a quarterback like that before.
Not used to it.
Do.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
But he had him. He just had to hold on. It was over. I really liked how Jordan Davis played. I really did, dude. I thought Jordan Davis was great.
Yeah.
I thought in the first half, he was their best pass rusher in the first half.
Yeah.
You add Carter back into that. How are you going to stop both those guys, man?
And now with getting the edge rusher now getting Smith, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, Jordan Davis looks a lot. He does, and he's not out of breath. Like when they would be out on the sidelines, he was ready to go. So, my man's not going to be drinking eggnog with me this year, I don't think. Not like last year. Fabio, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Eagles had 100 yards and penalties, flags, BS calls. Yeah, I mean, look, I thought there were some calls that were like, I thought the pass interference on Quignon at 35, I thought that was fair. I thought the one Baduri was fair, but like the taunting, I thought that was a horrible call. And I also thought the hands to the face by Nolan Smith was bad because Dak ran right into his hand. Dak ran into him.
Yeah, Nolan Smith had a guy in front of him. It wasn't like it was a one-on-one situation, Dak and Nolan Smith. He was trying to get by a guy. He wasn't even around the guy at all. Just had his hands up.
Joseph Franklin says, I'm just getting here, so I'm not sure if anyone said about how about, oh, yeah, we did talk about Jahad Campbell. We said he's a beast. He's going to be a beast. Really good in pass coverage. What else did we say about him? I forget what else we said. But, no, he was really good, especially in pass coverage, right? With the play on the tight end. Mm-hmm. He forced the fumble on Miles.
Yeah.
I think he's a force, man. I think him and Bourne are going to be good. And I thought Makuba was good, too.
Yeah.
Tortyville, thank you for super chat. He goes, do you think Dak's game-worn jersey from Thursday game is worth more now from memorabilia collectors with Carter's movie? Yeah, probably is, right? I'm sure it is. Imagine, I'm going to take giant crap on Dak. Oh, God. Now, I'll tell you this. It sounds like from reports, they are not suspending Jaylen Carter. What I heard was they won't suspend him. He'll get fined, and the Eagles are going to make him sit the first quarter of the next week. So we'll see if that actually happens. Nick, thank you for the super chat. He goes, adding Za'Darius and Carter D-line is way stronger. Oh, I agree. The question now is, what are they going to do with that spot that's open? They've got a spot open. Mm-hmm. So what are they going to do with that? Fabio, thank you for super chat. He goes, Reed went on the end zone and Ferguson was bullshit. I didn't like that call either. I thought that was a bullshit call because I don't think Reed could move and get out of his way. And he was falling. He was already like halfway down. You know what I mean? He wasn't like upright. He was falling. I don't know what Reed was supposed to do. I didn't like that call either.
Yeah, me neither.
But it didn't hurt us because the fumble came, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there were like 3 or 4 penalties that came when Dallas was like in 2nd and 23 or 3rd and long, and we just bailed them out, dude. You take away those penalties, Dallas doesn't have more than 7 points, I believe, the whole game.
No, probably not.
Kapoo, thank you for the super chat. They have all in his favor to beat us and still don't beat us, Cowgirls. Exactly. Everything happened that had happened. Like when we did our preview video, things we said was Dallas needs to strike early. Dallas needs to have things go their way and get on a roll. Well, it didn't happen in that way. It happened by Carter getting thrown out. I think that was the big thing, that really gave them momentum.
Yeah.
And the storm was that helped Dallas right when the Eagles get the fumble, right when they're all
delay
momentum. That delay killed us.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Perry, thank you for the super chat. He goes, the bullshit miss on Tyler Guyton, full swing on Hunt's head, was not called, but the Cowgirls are still crying about Spitgate. I know, but they don't acknowledge there was another spitter. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mark Holmes, he was spitting at the ground. Look, you want to spit in the ground, you turn your head left to right. You don't spit between two of your players.
Well, I pretty much said to myself, did Jaylen Carter just go up there and do that? Like just to before the game even started? Like I was like, there's no I said there's no way he did that. And then after watching, I was like, he actually did it. Like he actually did that, got caught doing it, and got thrown out of the game. Like how stupid can you be?
I'm so blind. I thought he spit to the right of him.
That's what I thought.
And I'm like, oh, he spit to the right of him. He didn't spit on him.
No, he
but he spit on him. When you see it up close, he definitely did. And I don't think it was right. I mean, he shouldn't have done it.
No,
but look, Dak baited him, and there's no question in my mind.
That's fear, bro. That's fear.
It's the way it is. I mean, it is the way it is. I thought Dallas was very chippy with the Eagles all night. To be honest with you, Fabio, thank you for the super chat. He goes, Bennett on CD bum. He pushed off and called PI. Oh, yeah, that was another penalty that helped them get because you had the Jacorian Bennett pass interference, which I thought was not a great call. So they get that, and then they get the hands to the face on Nolan Smith, which is another 15 yards. So they get the ball and they get 25 yards on penalties. Helps put them right in the field goal range, dude. I mean, take those mistakes off. Dallas got 7 points this game.
Yeah.
Bennett needs to play right away.
Please.
Delay killed the game. I think it killed the game. I think it made it really hard for for Landon Dickerson's back. I mean, imagine if your back is hurt. Okay, you hurt it, but you're playing on it hurt. Then you go and you sit for a while. It gets all stiff, and it's going to be harder to get it going. Clark, thank you for super chat. He goes, delusional effort Cowboy fans. I know. It's crazy. That proves something happened first, right or wrong. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the suspension of not being able to play the game, and I think the fine or fair punishments, plus whatever the Eagles decide to do. I think it's fair punishment for Jaylen Carter. But this idea he should be suspended 4 games and 3 games, like, what are you talking about? 3? Mark Holmes did a video today on why he should be suspended, and he started bringing up plays of last year's NFC Championship game against Pittsburgh, like plays in where Carter uses his hands to slap, the head of the center of Washington and stuff. It's like, dude, your guy's throwing punches at our head, and you ain't getting a call for it.
Yeah, and plus, if you get ejected, I mean, most of the time, if you get ejected from a game, really depending on what it is, you're not going to get suspended most of the time. Usually, if they let that thing go and just he played, maybe he could have been suspended. I don't know, but if he's already not even playing in the game, there's going to be no suspension. It's going to be a fine, which what it looks like it's going to happen now. So
yeah, Pro 901, thank you for the super checkers. Let's talk about it. If they take away the push, take away spiking the ball, technically it's intentional grounding. Well, that's true. It technically kind of is.
Yeah.
Munchkin, thank you for the super chat. Tyler Guyton committed 2 penalties on 1 Eagle. Face mask practically touching his eyeball with how deep his fingers were. And then the left hook to Agbo got loose of the face mask. He did, and they didn't call nothing. But Cowboy fans are complaining about not getting a holding call when you only had 4 penalties the whole game? I don't get it, dude. Anthony Perry, thank you for super chat. They came out trying to reestablish dominance, but these new birds ain't going. We the bullies who bully fake bullies, and they got taught that lesson. Amen, brother.
Yep.
Amen. Spitting is a lack of imagination. He needs to get with BG on upping the trash talk game. He should have mentioned the hooker in the parking lot. Laugh out loud. Oh, back in. Yeah, he shouldn't have spit. There's other ways to go.
Yeah, no, wrong move.
Yeah. How do I sponsor the podcast? In what way? What do you mean? Like you have a business opportunity? Do you want to talk about? What do you mean? Carter should not be suspended. He's an idiot for being able to be baited that easy. Shows a team veteran on this team. I agree. You want to see Mark Holmes melt down? Wait until he's not suspended. And he's like, oh, this is only because it was the Cowboys that got spitted on. They just don't, he'll make it like that whole thing. The truth is, you know why Carter's not getting suspended? Because the video shows Dak spitting first. Yeah. That's why. They're going to suspend Dak too?
Yeah.
Because you would have to.
Yeah, because Jaylen Carter could literally appeal that if he really wanted. He would just appeal that shit and be like, well, why should I? If I'm going to get suspended, then Dak should be suspended too. I mean, why? Because the spit hit him instead of when he spit at me and it didn't reach me. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
Like this whole thing. Oh, Dak spit at the ground. Dak spit between 2 offensive linemen standing right there, staring right at Jaylen Carter. If you want to spit at the ground, you turn your head where there's nobody on either side. Okay,
right.
He spit between them to spit at him.
Nobody does that.
Trying to hit him, but he was trying to piss him off and get him worked up.
Right.
And that's where hopefully a guy like Za'Darius Smith will come over to Carter and kind of push him back. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think Ben Van Sumer and everybody was praying over him and worried about him. They weren't paying attention. And Dak took advantage of it. It is a veteran move. Fine, you got him thrown out of the game. But you know what? You still lost. At the end of the day, the Eagles didn't need Jaylen Carter to beat you.
Didn't need A.J. Brown either.
Yeah. Didn't need A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith.
What do you
just needed Hurts?
What do you take from Jahan Dotson on punt returns since Covey wasn't brought up and they never? I'm
okay with it. I'm okay with it because I feel like if something did happen to him, I feel like Mechie's ready to go as a slot. So I'm okay with they do that. But I'm wondering now, the fact that they have one roster spot open, if Covey's going to get activated up. So we'll see. DJV, thank you for the super chat, man. He says, with a nice bird logo in there. I love it. Fabio, thank you for super chat. He goes, what's the news on Dickerson? He didn't look 100%. I don't know. I mean, we haven't heard any injury updates as of yet. I don't think they have to give us one total. I think Tuesday.
Monday,
yeah. So we won't know. But my what I think happened is he hurt his back again. Dylan kind of fell on him. And then, it was hurting and he was playing through it. But then when you go and sit for an hour and you come back out, it just won't go. And I think Jordan Mailata, he had the worst game I've ever seen him play. And I wonder how much of that was him trying or worried about what was going on with Dickerson next to him.
Oh, he got rolled up on too in the game.
Yeah, he did.
That affected it as well. And then and then Toth came in. I mean, Steen didn't play bad. He gave up. I think he gave up a sack later in the second half, but I thought he played pretty good.
I think my plan, if it was me, I would say if Dickerson's hurting, I'm going to sit him versus Kansas City because I get a mini bye this week and then I get a full week off after that game. It's an AFC, so it's an out-of-conference opponent. And even if AJ's still banged up, which some people think he is, I don't really know, I'd sit him too. I'd rest those guys because I want to beat Kansas City, but man, it's not a conference game. It's not a game in which he's going to affect the tie-breaking situation. You got the Rams right after that. That's a huge game.
Yeah.
And I'd rather him be healthy for that.
Nope, and you're home for that, so.
You see Mark Holmes' video calling Za'Darius Smith a bum with only 4. Yeah. He said, he did a video, don't trust Philly 500 is trying to sell Za'Darius Smith. And he gets on there and he goes, the guy only had 4 sacks last year. I'm going, oh my God. If you're going to come at me, like, get your facts right. He had 9 sacks last year. You know, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
500. Watching Travis Kelce get smacked was cathartic.
Was he called for that?
No.
Was Tart called for that? He wasn't?
I don't think so.
Wow.
No. Antonio Holmes, what's up, my man?
What's up, Antonio?
How are you? Yeah, Smith had 9 sacks. Bird section, what's going on? 500 mission accomplished, my man. My man, thank you. I believe that's Leo. You the man. I can't wait. I can't wait to go on Dan Silly Show with Mark Wednesday. I'm going to get him so pissed off because I'm going to tell him truths. He don't want to know the truth about Dak. He don't want to know the truth about the whole call he's crying about. He's so in his feelings. He was yelling at people today. It's like, jeez. Maurice Daver super chat. He goes, Eagles all day. Got his karma. Dak got his karma back. And that was an L for spitting first. Agreed. Yeah. Dak is so full of spit. You know. It's just crazy to me, dude. It's crazy to me. I want to get Leo on one of these days for sure. Leo's good, man. Everybody should check out Leo's channel, by the way. The bird section.
Nice.
He's good, man. He's good. Let's see. Lucius says the reason why Carter isn't suspended is because it was national television game, and I bet they have audio of what Dak said. It's because Dak spit first. You have to suspend Dak too, because didn't the guy say that he was thrown out for spitting, right? Spitting, not spitting on somebody, but spitting at someone was the offense. Well, that's exactly what Dak did, even though Dak didn't hit him. 125, 850, member for 16 months. Because why did we release Green if Dickerson isn't okay? The only thing Dickerson's probably going to play. My guess is he's going to be ready to go. He's tough like that. But yeah. I'm curious as to what this move is, because the one thing you got to love about Howie is he doesn't waste time. You know what I mean? He doesn't waste time. So, I mean, are they going to go after Gilmore or something? Are they going to bring in another corner? Or are they looking to make another trade? I don't know. It's curious the Eagles got one roster spot open. I think it's either Britton Covey comes up or they're going to sign another free agent.
Yeah.
125, 850, a member for 16 months. Why did we? I read that already. Yeah, and thank you for your support, my man. Big Dom, thank you for super chat. Can we expect a big season from 88 with Patullo as offensive coordinator? From everything we've heard, you know, I don't know what I don't know what to think of Patullo yet, but everything we heard of Goddard, he had a great camp. And I thought he had a great game the other day. So
he was great.
Yeah.
Got open.
He was
fine.
Yeah, he
healthy.
He really was.
Healthy.
Yeah, exactly. Black Thigh Honey, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. That's so generous of you, man. We appreciate that. I'll email you. Would love to do if you all will have me. Okay, email me. Best place is yophilly500@yahoo.com. I think it's in my profile over there. But just email me and we'll talk. I would love to talk to you. And thank you so much for that super chat, man. It's very, very generous.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see here. Toth is the next guy up, right? Was Green a right guard backup or left
guard?
Was he? But Toth was ahead of him though, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. 500, I triggered him, a few of his members, something awful on his. I know, I was listening. I couldn't believe my ears. He was so triggered today. But it's like his rationale is so crazy, man. You know, he got angry at you. He's going to get really angry at me in a few days because he ain't going to like what I have to say about his boy Dak. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. He goes, you know how I know Za'Darius Smith is still a dog? Go look at all the Detroit YouTubers' reactions to us signing him.
Yeah.
So Mark just said, oh, yeah, they're not happy, dude. I watched 3-4 Detroit going, oh man, because they thought they were bringing him back. They were doing videos like, hey, he wants to come back. I guess he said he would love to go back. But I think it was a big signing for the Eagles. They're paying him like what, $8 million or something?
North of 9, I think.
North of 9. So
it's a big chunk. Yeah.
If he could get you 6 to 8 sacks, I think it's a success. And be part of that rotation, give you guys some veteran leadership on the line, and help Nolan Smith, help out Jaylen Hunt. We got over 1,000 people by the way in the chat for both channels. Nice. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it. Click the link in the description. Go sub up my man Joeyshakes as well. And we appreciate it. Justin, thank you for the super chat. If the Prez can use a bunker busting bombs without approval from Congress, why can't Carter spit in a game? I never thought of it like that, and I really don't have an answer for that. I don't know. Lion fans are pissed off Smith is gone. I agree.
Did they plan on signing him?
There was talk that they were going to bring him back. Yeah, they cut him. I think they cut him, and they were wanting to bring him back cheaper or something. He was pretty good for them last year. I mean, he had a decent trade. To me, I think about Robert Quinn. That's who I think about, right?
I know. It's
guy with 17 sacks the year before. You bring him in, and he gets you nothing. So as long as Za'Darius Smith has a little bit left, we'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
It seems like Za'Darius Smith has at least a few years left.
Yeah.
So, hopefully he'll be effective.
Yeah.
Splenda says, 500, I don't know how Guyton wasn't flagged for the hit on Hunt. That has been banned because of Deacon Jones' 70s. I mean, he whacked him he threw a haymaker.
Yeah.
It should have been a penalty. It should have been, and it wasn't called. But we're not bitching about it. We weren't crying about it. The only reason we bring it up is because Cowboy fans are crying about not getting enough penalty calls their way.
Yeah.
Josh for the Phillies has source called Smith signing a week ago said the team had no plans to add a cornerback at this time. That's great. I mean, like I said, there were murmurs for last week. I knew that he was. It was a chance that he was coming. I just got a couple DMs, but I didn't hear anything about a cornerback though. But the Eagles do have one roster spot open, so that could be just bringing up Covey. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe they said after this game we got to do something. Sam Lake Games, thank you for the super chat. Been here since the bitter Dingbat. Wow.
Ooh, man, that brings me back.
Dingbat. Yeah,
Bring
that
me back.
was a long time. That was the 2017 run right there. Yeah. I don't know what my man, what do you think Adrian's up to, man? Man, I miss that guy.
Yeah.
I don't hear, he don't text me or anything, so I don't know.
You drinking eggnog?
No, it's iced coffee.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I'm off of the sweetener drink.
Is it International Delight or
I don't know. No, I think it's a Dunkin' Donut version. Brand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big coffee guy. No,
I'm not either.
I don't really drink it. I can drink a little bit of iced coffee. The only way I really drink coffee is if it's when I lived in the East Coast, and I was working and stuff, and it was 20 degrees out, I would drink it. But I don't drink it out here because it's never cold. I like cold drinks, so my wife's start drinking coffee. So I'm trying to get away from all sweeteners, like any type of diet sweetener stuff, because I just don't think they work for me. I don't think I lose enough weight. I think they slow me up. So that's my new thing.
I get it.
Yeah. Tourdeville, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you. My theory is football gods issued justice late in the game when the Cowboys center hiked the ball in the exact spot where Dak's spit was. The ball was slippery and pass slipped right through CeeDee's hand. Wow. That's crazy. That's really crazy. You could make a movie about that. I like it, though. I like the theory. I do. I didn't realize the ball was right there, though. I like it. Anthony Perry, thank you for super chat. He was 500 on his European Wu-Tang drinks. Laugh out loud. Yes. Hell yeah, Wu-Tang. Tang is for the children. Dave does. Not to change the subject, but what happened with that Karen at the Philly games who took the little kid's home run? I don't know, man. I saw that. That was bad.
They know who she is now. Like they have her name and everything now. It's bad.
I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. To me, like if I was at a game and I caught a ball, I would give it to a kid. I wouldn't even want it. Like, to me, like, I don't know. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna take it from a kid?
Yeah. I mean, you got to realize, like, if the ball hits the stands, like, if it's not in someone's glove, like, right into the stands, like, it's a fight for the ball. I mean,
I could have told you, though, I wasn't giving her that ball.
No, I would. He just wanted to end this. He just didn't want to.
Well, did you see, like, I think it was Bryce Harper gave him a signed bat or something?
Yeah.
So that's
nice.
Good, but yeah, that woman.
Horrible.
Yeah. I know exactly the kind of woman she is. And I don't like her. I don't like her. Jonathan Yerkes, thank you for the super chat. He goes, from the way the Chiefs looked last night, they are still traumatized from that boat to ass we gave them. Jackson has to go. Yeah. Let Bennett play. Agreed.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, a lot of rust going around. Not even the dude.
As we all know. Yeah. We all know. Sam likes games. Thank you for super chat. He goes, yeah, man, found your page after the Elliott kick versus. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
That was a hell of a kick, man. I appreciate you, man. You're an old time G, man. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you typing in the chat too, because we don't give enough credit to the people who just listen and might not chat. There's a lot of people who don't chat, but they listen, and we shout out to you guys, and we really appreciate it out there.
Appreciate it so much.
I mean, I don't know much about the situation, but she was about to grab it, and he grabbed it out from under her. So, yeah, he did give the ball to the kid, but the dude swiped. Well, she didn't have it. It looked like the ball was under the seat rolling, and it was kind of like whoever gets it type thing. It wasn't hers. It wasn't like she caught it and had her hand.
She claimed it was hers.
The ball was under, like, hit, and it was like rolling around under a chair, and he grabbed it. To me, that's fair. That's fair game. If the ball's in her hands and he grabbed it out of her or something like that, then I would have a problem with it. But to me, it looked like it was fair, I just don't understand the mentality. Like, you're an older person. The dude just gave it to the kid. So even if you thought it was yours, once you see him give it to the kid, like,
it's
you're gonna leave it over there? Come on.
Yeah.
Anthony Perry, thank you for super chat. He goes, sad. Give little man's the ball. Agreed. And I saw one in a tennis. It was a tennis match. I think it was a tennis match. Tennis player tried to give a kid his hat, and a man stole it and ran away with it. A man, like a grown man.
Crazy.
What the hell with that? Sam likes games. Thank you for super chat. You had like 7,000 subs. Proud for the journey, your journey, bro. Thank you, my man. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the grinds. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Dre Diesel, thank you for super chat. He goes, hey, Joey, send my wife home, please. It's dinner.
Thought the shit was already done with.
Here we go. It's a new season. Who's under Joey's table? I was at the game against the Giants. It was so hot that day. Yeah, that day was crazy. Matt, thank you for the super chat. He goes, he's not rotational, making $9 million. What are you talking about, Philly? Everybody's rotational in the defensive end. They always rotate their linemen. Now, are you saying that you think he's going to start over Jaylen Hunt? You might be right about that. Jaylen, they might look at Jaylen and go, he needs more time to develop. That may happen, but it's going to be in a rotation. They always rotate those guys so they're fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Will he start? They might. Philly, why do you think we stuck with Adoree when he was clearly not the guy? Like, he left the game and Bennett played a bit. Why not tell him the rest his concussion, right?
Well, he made it out, a concussion protocol.
The only thing I could think of is that because Bennett came in late, maybe they don't feel he's ready for everything right now, and maybe they just need a little more time. But otherwise, I don't know. I was so disappointed when Adoree came back in, and the Cowboys. It didn't seem like it mattered who Adoree was covering. That's where they were going with the ball. You know.
Yeah, don't matter.
JD3, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I would give someone a Jaylen Carter spitball if they tried to steal my kid's ball. I know, right? Did you see the statistics on like Quinyon and Cooper?
I partially saw them.
It was like they both gave up nothing, dude. Like Cooper DeJean had 3 targets. He allowed 0 receiving yards, 1 forced incompletion, 42.4 passer rating allowed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's great, right? And then Quinyon, let me see if I can find his. Quinyon, 4 targets, 1 reception for a total of 13 yards allowed. So both of your corners stepped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 catches for 30 yards on 9 targets for Quinyon. Well, there's 2 different things. Okay. So Quinyon versus George Pickens, 4 receptions, 30 yards, and then 4 targets versus CeeDee Lamb, 4 targets, 1 reception for 13 yards. So, I mean, those 2 guys did their part. It was Adoree Jackson that was really killing us.
Adoree Jackson, 7 targets, 5 catches allowed, 5 first downs allowed, 103 yards allowed, 1 target dropped by wide open receiver, and 1 PI.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
Oh, interesting. Joey says Za'Darius Smith's only making $4.5 with another $4 million in incentives like pro bonus. Oh, that's great.
Right. So the whole
I love that deal.
So that's cheap. Yeah, it's way cheaper.
I love that deal though. Give him incentives, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
You know, Philly, did you know Jahad Campbell was the highest rated player? Yeah, I saw that he was the highest rated player. Yeah, he was good, man. Chiefs were at each other all night. Goddamn, the terror part.
Yeah.
Some good hands in his man, especially that right clap that, oh man, he hit Travis. He looked like he knocked him into next week, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about Flopper Mahomes putting his shoulder into the defender, then pulled up on him? Yeah, you know, he knows that he's going to get that call if they go out of bounds, so he takes a cheap shot while the guy's letting up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, all I know is that if you know, I always look at it from Hurts' perspective. Why don't Hurts get that call?
Right.
You know, Worthy set for MRI injured shoulder. I don't think he's playing.
Worthy. I heard he might be out 3 weeks.
Yeah, and they're already without Rice.
Oh, they lost Rice.
Rice suspended.
So they have Hollywood
Their
Brown
top
and
2 receivers are gone. They have Juju whatever sauce. Can't stand that guy.
Mr. TikTok.
Yeah.
Mr. TikTok.
David G says Coop was matched up with CD on the outside of the final pass of the game. He does. CD actually had a step on him. It was just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what they were doing. Dallas was whoever was on Adoree, whoever Adoree was on, they were throwing right at him, dude. The worst part about Adoree is that he gives up yards after the catch, dude. You know.
Yeah.
I think Turpin's like pushed his hands away from him and got an extra like 10 yards, dude. You got to do something about it. Jalix had some good pressures, like first deep ball to CD. Jalix was split second away from. Oh, yeah, the fumble sack. You're right. I thought Jalix Hunt started playing better in the second half. I thought they all did. And I thought the last 5 minutes of the game, the pressure started to get turned up. So I think the Eagles made the adjustments that they had, but it took a while.
It did.
It's booty time.
That's
what
true.
We got? Is that me? Welcome to Dingbat Nation, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Anthony Perry, man, thank you for super chat. He goes, Kelsey took out Worthy for more targets. Laugh out loud. He's going to be our focus. You know what I mean? He's going to be our focus.
Yep.
No thanks to Travis Kelsey hurting his own man, right? 500. What games are you streaming tomorrow? Stop ignoring. I'm not ignoring you, J-Dog. I didn't see it. So my plans tomorrow is I'm definitely doing the Cowboys-Giants game. That'll be the first game. And then I haven't decided yet. It's either going to be the the Packers-Lions game, which I kind of want to do more because I like to try to keep it like games that affect the Eagles in some way.
You mean Cowboys-Washington?
No, Giants-Washington.
I mean Giants. Yeah, you said Cowboys.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you
I
said Cowboys.
apologize.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Giants-Washington, and then I'm trying to decide between Detroit-Green Bay, which is right after that, or the Buffalo-Baltimore game.
But two good games.
It's a great game, and I'm going to watch it. But I just wonder, like, I like to do games that affect the Eagles in some sort of way, right? Green Bay, playoff threat. Detroit, playoff threat. So I'm probably leaning towards that and not Sunday night.
Makes sense.
But maybe I'll do the Sunday night instead. Sunday night, you get more of an audience than during the day. That's the only thing. So we'll see. But I'll definitely be doing the Giants-Washington game. That's going to be an interesting game because I don't know what Washington's going to be in their second year, and I don't know what Giants are right now.
Yeah.
Did you see Adoree Jackson kicking and punching? He freaking sucks bad. Plays 10 yards off and tries to run up and swat the air. Yeah. He made one good play where he knocked the ball and Young should have picked it off. That was it.
That was it.
They got to do something about Adoree Jackson, dude. You can't go. I don't know. See, the thing I don't get is when Fangio talks about Adoree Jackson, he doesn't sound like he likes him that much. But when he talked about Ja'Cory Bennett, he sounded like
he lights up.
I liked him.
Yeah.
So is Adoree playing because he's saying play him and give him a chance? I wonder.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
better change that.
You know, right?
Like,
yeah,
you got some. I mean, really, your hard schedule starts this week. I mean, it really does.
What do you got going on tomorrow?
None. I got to do some yard stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna be watching football. I have a video out tomorrow, so I won't be streaming anything tomorrow. But
well, if you want to stop by and say hi in the chat or something, I'll be around.
Let's do it.
I'll be there. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. We're gonna get out of here. Remember to check.
Yes.
Link in the description. Your own championship ring. The wings pop out and everything. Check out all the new merchandise that we have. New Philly shirts. One with the ring itself. These are awesome, and they're selling like hotcakes. So definitely check them out. And shout out to Prophet X for sponsoring this video. We are going to get out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry that we had a late post game, but it was just the way that the whole thing went that night. You know, next week I think we play at 4 or something. So it'll be much earlier.
And it was nice it was actually nice to have the little bit of a break of the shakedown because, we do a lot of these post games. It's just emotion off of a game where we're not looking at things too closely because we're streaming these games and we may be missing some things. So after watching the game a couple times, and I think we relax our brain a little bit, kind of take a step back and kind of look at the bigger pictures. So,
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, definitely check out that stuff. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, hopefully in the stream.
Yes.
And we will be seeing you tomorrow. With that, we are out of here, and let the baby take us out. Peace.
Come on.
Oh shit! Dad!
No! It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott. Trying to feed the fantasy lamb. Trying to feed the fantasy lamb. You tried to feed the fantasy lamb. You got to give it to C. Lamb. God! It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. You gotta do something. I feel like it's gonna take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.